واتباع من سلف وكل شر في ابتداع.
كن سلفيا على الجادة.
That's number one. Number two is في تسرب الدعوة دعوة الإخوان is تزهيد السلفيين عن تعلم التوحيد والعقيدة بالتفصيل. تزهيد السلفيين عن تعلم التوحيد والعقيدة بالتفصيل. فتجد في بعض المراكز لا يدرس فيها كتب التوحيد والعقيدة على طريقة أهل العلم. Is that the Ikhwanis, what they've caused, or some of the poison that they've caused our brothers, يعني there's some of the shubuhat, or some of the يعني some of the mistakes they've caused our brothers to fall into, is that they haven't, is basically the fact that some of our du'at and some marakis, for example, they have no, you can see, if you look back all for a year or two, you can see that their nashat and their juhud and their efforts in propagating Tawheed and warning against Shirk or warning against Bid'ah is very minimal. And the majority of the lessons that happen in that masjid, or the majority of the lessons that da'iyah gives, is just general lectures in Fada'il al-A'mal. Lectures basically that if they were to give these lectures in a church or a synagogue, people would clap for them. Does that make sense, my brothers? If they were to give, for example, if you stand inside a church and you start talking about being good to your neighbors, right? Or being good to your, or basically silatul rahim, establishing the ties of kinship, and that's it. I'm not saying you shouldn't talk, I don't want people to misunderstand. I'm not saying you shouldn't talk about these issues, because they are part of the Quran and the Sunnah. But but the issue is, if you only make this your da'wah, and you don't talk about anything else, you don't talk about the 600 types of shirks that are out there. There's not, my brothers, there's shirk bi'anwa'ihi, there's 100 types of shirk. 100 types of shirk, my brothers. There's shirk in, just the shirk of the heart itself, and all of the things that a person can do or think about that can cause shirk. That in and of itself is, subhanallah, in the multitudes. So what about shirk fil aqwal, shirk in statements, shirk in actions, kufr, the 6 types of kufr, how the nullifiers of Islam. They don't talk about these issues. They don't talk about Tawheed, the different types of Tawheed, how to strengthen your Tawheed. Subhanallah, Salman al-Awda, he was the one who put this shubha into the minds of some of the youth when he said, you can learn Tawheed in a few minutes. You can learn, yes, you can learn Tawheed, La ilaha illallah, some aspects of Tawheed in a few minutes. That's enough for you to accept Islam, but that's not all of Tawheed that you should know. You should know more than that, right? So the issue is that some of our brothers, they have basically fallen prey to some of the tactics and strategies of Ikhwan al-Muslimin, whereby Ikhwan al-Muslimin, they've got what they wanted. These Salafi, naive Salafi du'ad, they've got them to talk about Fada'il al-A'mal until, for a whole year. So some of them, you see the lectures that they have, and it's all about Fada'il al-A'mal. Some lectures, they actually repeat each other.
وقل رب زدني